everyone, it's Danny here, and today I am showing you this back to school look, and if you want to see how I got it, then please keep on watching. Okay, so to start off, we're going to be using this moisturizer by Mary Kay. It's for dry skin / sensitive skin, which I have. I'm just going to apply this to my skin, and I'm going to put about that much. Sometimes I put like way too much. And then I just dot some on my forehead, my cheeks, my nose, Cupid's upper lip, Cupid's bow, whatever it's called. And then I also bring it up on my neck. Now for moisturizer, you want to rub up like this. That way, because you don't want to pull down on your skin because it'll cause wrinkles. I'm sure y'all already know that, but since I have dry skin, this really helps make my foundation look a lot better, and especially on my T-zone right here, I get really dry, and when I put it up there, it just makes it look all dewy and smooth. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right in to my NYX Studio Photogenic Concealer. Now, as y'all can see, I'm pretty pale to begin with, and this is a little dark for me, but they don't really make concealers that's like for drugstore that is my color. So I'm just going to apply this under my eyes, and we're not going to start with foundation because, as you can see, I broke out when I put it on yesterday for some strange reason. It normally never does that. I can't tell if that's a bug bite or if it is a breakout, but we're just going to cover it anyways, and I'm just going to put this under my eyes. Oh, and I also already dampened my beauty blender. So I'm just going to blend that underneath my eyes and on my eyes. So this will be our base for eyeshadow. And for powder, I'm going to be using the Maybelline New York Fit Me. This is my favorite powder ever that I have ever used. And it has so much in the little container. I love it. And the technique that I love doing that really makes your makeup stay on all day is if you damp your beauty blender and dip it into your translucent powder. I don't know, I love how it makes my makeup look. Next, I'm going to do brows. Next, we're going to do eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using the NYX Ultimate Palette. Ignore the dents that I've made in this palette. I use this every time I wear makeup. It's pretty much my only palette, but I only use like specific colors, so I have no idea what we're doing today, so we'll see. And then I'm going to be using this blending brush from, I think this is from Eco Tools. I'm not 100% sure though, so don't quote me on that. This color is pretty much like my go-to. That's why it's, yeah, I've hit pan on it. So we're just going to dip into that and tap off the excess. So I'm just going to put this right in my crease. And I'm going to apply it in circular motions. I hope y'all, you know what, I'm going to turn this way so y'all can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going in circular motions, and I really like to blend my eyeshadow in pretty good because it is my biggest pet peeve when somebody leaves like unblended lines. No. Then we're going to dip into that same color again, and I am just going to build this up. You can build this up as much as you want. You don't have to follow my tutorial, but this is just what I do. I actually wore this yesterday. So I'm just going to make that transition color a little darker. And I'm going to kind of go out a little bit. Well, I went out too much there. But I normally just clean it up with my finger if I go out too much. I went out way too much. And also, if you don't want a ton of color, and of course for your transition shade, you don't want that. So normally what I do is I hold the silver end, or the other end of the eyeshadow brush. That way I'm not putting so much pressure on my eye. And I also, like, I don't do like this and blend. I kind of tilt it a little bit, and that just makes it where it's not so harsh. And I'm just going to apply that to the outer corner of my eye because we don't want that to be too dark. Since this is a back to school look, I'm sure y'all don't want to go like super intense, but when I was in school I went all out. That's just me. But like I said, y'all do not have to follow what I'm doing. You can switch it up, you can make it your own. This is just what I do and what I would do if I was going back to school. Now I graduated, I don't go back to school, so praise the Lord. Yeah, if I were to go back to school, this is what I would do. So I'm just going to put this in my outer corner, and we might have to, like I said, just build it up as much as you need. I like to build it up quite a bit because, you know, I like to experiment and play with makeup, especially eyeshadow. I love doing eyeshadow, and I really like to blend out the outer corner too, because I can sometimes get that super dark. And then for the lid, we are going to use this color right here. So I'm just going to use my finger for this one because I feel like it works the best for me. And then I'm just going to apply this on my lid. I normally like to pat it down because I feel like if I rub it, it gets everywhere. And then I also like to go back into my blending brush and just blend that into my crease a little bit. And I normally like to do an inner corner highlight and an eyebrow highlight. So for that, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. highlighter. This, by far, is one of the best drugstore highlighters you can get. I just got mine at Walmart. I'm sure you could get it online. I'm just going to put that in my inner corner. I normally just like to use my finger. You can use a brush if you want to. And then I'm just going to put some on my eyebrow. And if you want to, you don't have to do this, but I did this yesterday. I'm just going to take the other end of the Eco Tools eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to add a little bit of this color again. And I'm going to put this on my lower lash line, just so it kind of matches with the top. Okay, so I'm going to do the other eye off camera, and I'll be right back. Okay, now that we are done with the eyes, we are going to jump into bronzer. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. And then I'm going to be using my Mary Kay brush. I'm just going to be applying this below my cheekbones. And if you don't have foundation on, oh wow, never mind. It does show up. Normally don't show up that good for me. On camera, things are going to look a little different than what it does in real life. Like, I am not this pale, I promise. I think I got my exposure up way too high, so let me actually turn that down. Okay, that's a little better, and I think it's because I'm right in front of my window too. So if you make a fish face, then that can really help you get like a precise line. And like, see, it's not supposed to be like below here. So normally what I like to do is just, if it gets down there, just to wipe it off. Okay, so we're going to do that to the other side. Okay, so now we're going to go back into the butter bronzer. And I'm just going to apply this to my forehead. And on the side of my face, so it kind of connects what we just did. Another pet peeve of mine is when bronzer isn't blended out, so I like really blend it. Okay, we're gonna go back into the butter bronzer and put it on my jawline. Now that we've done bronzer, we are going to do blush. So this is the NYX Ombre Blush. This is really, really pigmented, so you gotta be super careful with it. I dip into both, so that's why it looks like that, and ignore my mirror. And we're going to be using the same Mary Kay brush after I drop it. And normally what I like to do is just brush off the excess on my arm. Wait, I didn't do that for my eyeshadow. Whoops, oh well. Okay, so normally what I do is I just dip in about 3 times because, like I said, it's super pigmented, and like when you tap the excess off, blush goes everywhere. So be super careful with this. I just keep dropping things. So I'm just going to put this on my cheeks. We're going to curl our eyelashes. This is the Tarte eyelash curler. I love this. It's a little bit on the high-end side. My sister got this for me from Sephora, but it's really good and it's really worth the price. I think it's only $18, which isn't bad, but it's a little pricey for an eyelash curler if you're just starting out. But I like this because I had problems with the little rubber thing coming off, and this one doesn't do that, and it doesn't pinch. By the way, none of this is sponsored. I just realized I sound like I'm sponsoring something, but I promise none of this is sponsored. This is my own thoughts and opinions. I really do love all this stuff. I've been using this stuff, some of the stuff recently, but most of the stuff, but I've been using makeup for a long time, and I'm still not the best at it, but I'm getting better. So, alright, so we're going to curl our eyelashes. I normally hold it on there. I normally like to pump it a few times and close my eyes and hold it on there for a few more seconds. Because I have elephant eyelashes. Thanks, Dad. I'm kidding. And I normally like to curl one at a time because, right after I curl them, they're straight again. So, that's why I do that. And for mascara, I'm going to be using the Maybelline New York Total Temptation. So I'm just going to apply this to my lashes. See, what a difference that made? I have straight, you can't even see them. They're literally like this. They're literally elephant eyelashes. And the thing is, they're not long either. So, yeah. For guys with long and curly eyelashes, I am jealous of you. Now I'm going to take the Lights Camera Lashes 4-in-1 mascara and use that on my bottom lashes. Okay, that's bottom lash mascara. This is my favorite part of my makeup routine. Not really a routine because I don't wear makeup every day, but so I'm going to go back into my e.l.f. highlighter. Can we just take a moment of silence for this beauty? So I'm just going to apply this to my cheekbones. Like I said, you can't really tell because it's cloudy today, but I promise it is beautiful. And see, look. But when I put it on my nose, it's different. Look at that. I'm sorry if I'm blinding you all. I think I put too much on, but that's okay because I love nose highlight. Look at that. So I put some on my Cupid's bow, and I put some on my chin. But yeah, you can see it a little bit now. If I turn a certain way, yes. And for this look, you can either wear lipstick, or in this case, I'm going to be using my Revlon lip gloss. Love this stuff. It kind of looks purple on the camera actually, but when you put it on, it has the slightest tint of color, and I love it. So I'm just going to apply this to my lips. And the reason why I twisted it there is because some of the product gets on the back. So instead of dipping back into it and using a ton more product, I just turn it around and use more of the product on the back. And I'm just going to add a little bit to my waterline. Okay, so this is the makeup look done. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my first video. I hoped you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making it, even though it took me forever. But yeah, if you want to see more videos like these, then please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to see more videos from me. And I will see you all in my next video. I love y'all so much. Bye!